Hello, in our previous video, we learned about the different types of leaves and we studied the first type of a leaf which is known as a simple leaf. In this video, we will learn about the second group of leaves which are called the compound leaves. Now, to the left on the screen, you can see there are four different leaves. I mean, they look like leaves, but are they really leaves? So this is the first image and let us have a look at this image. I'm going to go up close. In our last video, we learned that every leaf has one bud. Now, how many leaves do you see here? So you see probably 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now you might be saying that these are 7 leaves, but are these really leaves? Let's look up close. If these 7 structures are leaves, then each of them should have a bud. Now I want you to look at leaf number 1. Between the petiole and between the branch, do we see a bud? Is the bud present there? Well, there is no bud. And every leaf has a bud. What about leaf number 2? Do we see a bud here? Well, the bud is missing here too. Here also there is no bud. And if you look at the other leaf-like structures, there is no bud. So what is this whole structure? And what are these? If they are not leaves, then what are these? Let us first of all discover a leaf. Now I'm going to remagnify the image and look at the base here. Can you see the bud here? Absolutely. I hope you can see the bud. So now that's a bud. What does this mean? This means that if the bud is present here and the bud is not present anywhere else, then this whole structure is a big single leaf. But if this is a big single leaf, what are these? Well, these tiny leaf-like structures are called leaflets. And I'm writing them here. I've written them here, point number 2. So a compound leaf has got many leaflets and the bud is present. There is only one single bud. Now, another important property of a compound leaf is the compound leaf has many leaflets, but a lot of lamina is missing. I hope you remember what lamina is. Lamina is the surface of the leaf, the top and the upper and the bottom part. So, originally, this leaf must have been something like this, but over millions of years, this leaf has lost a lot of lamina and a lot of lamina is gone. So see, the parts that I'm shading now are actually missing. So this lamina has gone missing and the missing lamina has made way for leaf-like structures which are called leaflets. So in this compound leaf, this is just one leaf and such a leaf is called a compound leaf. It has one bud and it has many leaflets. Let us look at another example. Now let us look at this second diagram here. Now how many leaves do you think there are? Well, if you say you see 3 leaves and if this is a leaf and this is a leaf and this is a leaf, if there are leaves, then you should also have some buds at the base of the leaves. Now if I magnify them more, can you see any buds? Well, there are no buds. But where is the bud? Have a look here. So this is the bud here. This is the bud. And this structure here is the petiole. And then these 3 structures are not leaves, but leaflets of a compound leaf. So this again is a compound leaf. A compound leaf has leaflets and only one bud. Now let us look at one more example. Can you guess, are these leaves or leaflets? Well, magnify in, start looking for buds. Any buds present? Well, if a leaf-like structure has no buds, then it is not a leaf, it is a leaflet, and many leaflets make up one big compound leaf. So you see, this leaf probably was like this and it again lost a lot of lamina. So how do we describe a compound leaf? A compound leaf can be described by 2 properties. And the first property is that in a compound leaf, a lot of lamina is missing. So you see in these leaves, in all of these leaves, there was lamina, but now it has gone missing. It has vanished. Where it has vanished is something that you will learn in higher classes. And the second important property of a compound leaf is there are leaf-like structures present in a compound leaf which are called leaflets. And finally, coming to the end of the video, revising once again, how can you find out if the leaf-like structure is a leaf or a leaflet? Well, all you have to simply do is search for buds. If there is a bud at the base of the leaf, it's a leaf. But if there are no buds at the base of leaf-like structures, then that part or that structure is a leaflet, and there are many leaflets present which will make up a compound leaf. In this last example, if you look at this last example, you see the bud is right here. I hope you've understood the meaning of the compound leaves.